The SE330 inflatable kayak is currently selling for between $250 and $450 US, depending on the package that you get. It's 11 feet 1 inch long, 34 inches wide. It weighs 26 pounds or 12 kilos. It has a max capacity of 500 pounds or 227 kilos. Its primary use is for all conditions. The kayak features 5 one-way valves, a sun and saltwater resistant PVC material, an I-beam construction floor, 2 integrated skegs, a drain valve, a combination of seats and paddles depending on the package that you get, a carry bag, a repair kit, and the foot pump. It also has a 3-year manufacturer defect warranty. These bugs are just unbelievable. Well, on the surface, $300 or more if you get the upgraded package. I mean, it looks pretty amazing what you get for the money, but that doesn't matter if it doesn't paddle well. So, time to hit the water. All right, so I've had over an hour to paddle this thing around and get a feel for it. And here's what I can tell you. And I'm gonna start like I always do with portability. Now, I already covered portability a little bit. And it's, you know, it's a fairly light inflatable kayak, so it's easy to get around. It comes with a no-nonsense, simple bag with a drawstring at the top. You know what? That's great too. Everything fits in it, including the pump, very easily. Stability. Is it a stable kayak? Absolutely. This is a kayak anyone, any kind of paddler can hop in and feel stable. Performance, meaning how well it actually paddles, how well it travels through the water. Now, if you're paddling a kayak that doesn't flip, or like virtually doesn't flip, then you are going to give up performance. And this kayak, you gain some performance. It actually paddles better than I was expecting it to paddle. So now, comfort. Well, I mean, look at me now. I'm sitting cross-legged. I mean, earlier I was lounging in this thing. It's super comfortable. The inflatable seat is a really nice touch. It's being inflatable, not only is it soft on the tush, but it's raised off the floor. So if you do get any water in this floor, you're not sitting in that water. My butt is bone dry right now, and I love that. The seat also has some good back support. The way it's designed is actually pretty sweet, and I like it. I like it. I think this would be a great boat for either a small couple or a parent and a kid. The kid be up front and they wouldn't notice the lack of space up front so much. But 2 full-size adults would be pretty tight in here, and that's why they have the SE330, which is a bigger version of this. So if I was getting this thing, I would be getting it primarily as a solo kayak, with the idea that, hey, I can also take my child in here very easily, very comfortably. But 2 full-size adults, I would definitely go for the 370. So how durable is the 330? Pretty darn good for the price of this thing. No, it doesn't feel as durable as higher end kayaks you pay more for. Kayaks that have fabric over top, I think, are going to be more durable. That being said, PVC is a durable material and it doesn't feel flimsy. And Sea Eagle has been making inflatable kayaks for over 50 years. They know what they're doing. They are a leader. And this is one of the most, if not the most popular inflatable kayak on the market, and has been for a while. And so you don't get to that position and stay in that position by producing crap. You just don't. And so I can't imagine this thing, if it's taken care of, unless you get unlucky and you get a problem boat, and they have a 3-year warranty against manufacturing defects. So that's kind of taken care of. If you take care of this thing, it will It's pretty durable. It'll last 100%. They say it's good up to whitewater, to class 3 whitewater, which is, intermediate whitewater. That's not just a little bit of current. That's some real waves. I don't know if I would recommend that. I would say class 1, 2 for sure. It depends on the class 3. If it's big water, big waves, but not many big rocks, then okay. But in general, if you're getting into class 3 whitewater, I think it's a different game. You should be taking a whitewater course, learning about whitewater. So stick to class 1 and 2 whitewater. Value, overall value, well, my gosh, $250 to $450 US, depending on the package you get. That's an exceptional price, and I truly think it's exceptional value. You get everything you need to go except a life jacket, and budget for that because you have to. It's absolutely foolish, and it's in most places, nearly all cases, it's required by law that you have a life jacket when you're paddling. But more so than it being a legal issue, just wear a life jacket when you're paddling. It's just the smart thing to do. So you need to get a life jacket, but otherwise you get the kayak, you get with all the bells and whistles, you get the paddle, not this paddle, this is definitely an upgrade paddle, and you get the pump, you get a repair kit if you need it. It's exceptional value. There's no doubt about it. Now, something to keep in mind though, it still is, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's a gateway kayak. And so this kayak is actually something you can have a lot of fun with for quite some time, for a couple of years. But if you really start enjoying kayaking more, you'll probably want to upgrade. Keep that in mind. Do you spend the money now for this gateway kayak? Or if you really do know you're into kayaking, you might want to spend a bit more money and get a higher performance, a higher quality inflatable kayak. And Sea Eagle, I've reviewed a bunch of Sea Eagles. There's tons of different inflatable kayaks, and I've reviewed a bunch of other higher performance and more expensive inflatable kayaks. You can find those reviews here on Paddle TV. But anyway, great value. Who's this one for? Well, I kind of said it before. It's for someone who wants to really try kayaking in an accessible, affordable way, but wants something that they don't just try it and say, yeah, I like it, and then now I need a better kayak. No, you can paddle this thing for quite some time before you'll really feel like you need to upgrade. It's for someone who's primarily interested in paddling single, but likes the idea of being able to paddle it as a tandem with 2 people, knowing that not 2 full-size people isn't the right choice. It isn't ideal for that. Get the bigger one, the 370. It's for someone who needs, of course, a portable kayak. So there you have it. The full breakdown of the Sea Eagle 330 overall. It does definitely get 2 big thumbs up for me as a gateway kayak. And we'll see you again soon for another paddling video.